Hi, we're Ian and Julie. Follow us on our tiny homestead and our debt-free project of a lifetime, the building of our home here in the Pyrenees, and all of this alongside our full-time jobs.
Good morning on this first proper freeze we've had. It said it went down to -7 degrees Celsius last night, but also near enough the first day we haven't had rain for the past week and a half, past 10 days. And the rain has taken its toll. As you can see there, we've had quite a big cave in there. It's all the topsoil. There's nothing to support this topsoil just here. So as soon as the grass sort of breaks up here, it all just drops down. But we're hoping this will be the last time this happens because we're starting the actual blocks today. We're going to lay the first course of blocks, which requires mixing some mortar up and putting a nice thin bed just to basically glue it to the foundation, because Bloc of Bancher really depends on all of the rebar and the filled concrete. So this first mortared course is just to get it all straight so it doesn't all move.
Every time we seem to start a job, there's always a little problem. We always seem to have to clear up or move something. So through all the storms that we've had this past week or so, it's brought some soil down. And unfortunately, we placed our blocks hoping to start the foundation of the wall. But now these pile of blocks are in the way. So I've got Ian coming over in a moment with the skid steer. He's just organising the sand for the mortar. So he's going to come over and he's going to move these blocks that I've placed on this pallet. Where the banks collapse just here, oh my goodness, there's chunks of concrete, hard, tufty grass. This is really compacted now to be able to dig out, plus it's a bit frozen. So we've got our work cut out this morning. We came up here cold. I don't think we're going to stay cold for long.
Right, we got rid of that dirt. The quicker we can get this done, the better. We're just going to go and order 13 ton of 2040 stone and have that delivered. So that's waiting. So as soon as we've got the first block down, I'm going to set the French drain, the plastic, the French drain, put a load of sort of washed pebbles, which are going to go in the trailer and get in a minute, and get that covered up with fabric. And then hopefully when those big stones come, we can start backfilling those stones as we build up the wall. That's the plan. In the meantime, I'm just going to use this landscape fabric to try and stop this coming down. Now, it's not going to rain now for another week or so. It's going to be freezing cold. So I'm hoping that cold will keep all this in so we can get on with the work without having to constantly dig out. But we knew it was going to happen. But all right, let's get this done.
These are the big metal staples we're using. Oh, there you go. And that's what we're planning to use when we do eventually get round to doing all the landscaping on this bank, to hold all the proper landscaping fabric on once this section of wall's finished. Hi Mary!
We're just at a local farm collecting some straw for Tyson.
Okay.
There's some cows. Yeah, we have two a year. Big balls. They're over there, look. So I'll take one in the trailer today, and then I'll come back another time because we haven't got space in the stable either for it. A bit of tractor envy here. Look at the size of him.
Professional! Hey, look at that, perfect. Yeah, you got you some new straw tie. I'm going to get squashed. Right, we'll roll him in. I've not quite finished my last ball of straw, but we went to the farm as you just saw, got another ball of straw, and then tomorrow got my pallet, my space ready for my ball of hay. You talking to me? We have two super excited little sausages. They've not been up here for a little while because of Floki poorly. Come on, Flokes. The little safety sausages.
Yeah, mate.
Oh, and they've got their thermal fleece coat on as well, so we can keep them warm and see them. Hey, Floki, you're back. Morning, we're back. Yesterday it was clearing all the landslides that we've had with the bad weather. Thankfully, last night nothing has slipped. We've got nothing to clean up other than I'm going along scraping all the concrete base to get all the lumps and bumps and dry mud off, because today myself and Ian, we want to lay the first layer of block dry fit. We've measured it, we know that it's fine, but just for peace of mind we want to make sure the levels are good and that all the blocks fit perfectly where they're supposed to be. It's just peace of mind. We're not professional builders, so it might look a bit silly to some of you watching this, but it's just peace of mind that we've got it right before we start putting the mortar down and actually fitting the blocks. We don't want to get all the way to the end and think, oh damn, we've gone wrong somewhere. Whew, quite warm now.
It's called work, woman.
Work heat. Oh, got a sweat on my love. I got back on.
So this is one of the reasons why we're dry fitting this first course. This here was supposed to be the end of the wall, and that's why I've got these at closer spacing, because it was supposed to be a corner block. But now they're just standard blocks. This one here is in the way, so I've got to trim him off. It's a shame because it's one of the concreted ones in. But we've only got a few blocks left to go, and then we'll understand where the final corner of the wall will be. Right. It's better. They're slightly out of line now, but let's go for the next one. Now we had measured this and set it to exactly divisible by 50 centimeters. Each block is 50, and look, I'm way out on the spacing. Whether between each gap of each block is increasing the distance, which yeah, it must have done, but if I'd have gone off my measurements I'd have been wrong. So really I need to push all these blocks a tiny bit this way just to gain some space on the edge there. I've got plenty on the other end, so I'm going to budge all the blocks back probably 5 centimeters, and that should fix fix it. So, but just doing this dry fit has proved that measuring isn't always correct. I've got to get the alignment correct, but as long as I get this initial spacing, that's the main thing. I don't want to cut too many blocks. I want to cut the next course exactly a half block. So again, this spacing with the rebar works. In the past, I've cut where they have certain blocks to the cut line, and I've used that cut line, which is like 3/4 of a block, and it puts all of this spacing out. So I want to learn from that mistake. So this one needs to come over now. So that one is correct, and then that one, it just has to sit like that.
Yeah.
Right, that's perfect there.
And we've got plenty of room at the end again.
So I've just got to drill 1, 2, and then I've got my final block, which will be a corner block. The return, that's going to go just here.
Using a little spacer at the back so that we can work our way along this line that we've placed, using the long straight edge, and hopefully we've got it straight.
To take up again, but
yeah, we've got to take it all up
I
again.
can get my line in then, you see.
Yeah. So we've been along, we need 7 pieces of rebar. So that's what Ian's just doing now. And then we'll get them set into the concrete foundation.
So I ordered enough rebar for all the project, the whole project. But because we had to upgrade our foundations to spec, basically, I have 4 pieces left. So now I need to go and order another 36 meter lengths of 10mm rebar to finish off this project. So a bit of underestimation, but much bigger foundations.
At least we can see her. Freya! It goes. So I'm on the top of the bank, and here's our setup. I've got the compressor plugged into the EcoFlow. And Ian's down there blowing his holes out. No still on the mountains, it's melted a little bit, but further down the valley there's so much snow.
Yeah, all the verticals are all in now, so it's time to basically mix up some mortar and get this first course bedded in. But I might wait until tomorrow for that, when the sun's out a bit more, because we're just going to make a mess just here. We've calculated how many blocks we need, so we need another 2 pallets of Bloc of Bancher, so we're going to have to go and collect that in the trailer. But the trailer at the moment is full of washed gravel to put behind for the French drain. So we'll get this in first, and then we'll put the French drain in, cover that with a fabric, put the gravel on top of that, and then go and get another pallet of blocks in the trailer. Yeah, it's a bit of a puzzle. We're just working out what to do next with the equipment we've got.
I think they're hinting they're ready to go home, Ian. They're in the van. Are you ready to go? Hey? You had enough today?
Good morning, we are back on site. Right, we are outdoors, it's not raining, but it is absolutely freezing. It's about -3 centigrade here today. Everything is solid. just managed to get the cement mixer, which started first time using my my leather belt trick. I've got everything down there ready, but it is pretty chilly, so we're going to wait for the sun to come up. You can see it's coming up over on the mountain there. It'll just pop over this little hill probably in about 10 minutes time. So I'm going to take advantage and go inside and fit a little bit of kit that I should have had in there all the time, especially now I've got all this new solar equipment. It also means I can get a quick cup of coffee and get in the warmth in this little gas heater as well. So a little bit of kit is a smoke alarm combined with a carbon monoxide alarm. Not much carbon monoxide other than that gas heater, but we won't be having that on when we're away. This connects to the Wi-Fi and to my phone, so basically it tells me my place is burning down, and when we're in the Alps we'll only have 9 hours drive back to get here, but anyway, it's something with all this new solar equipment. I just want peace of mind that if there is smoke detected, I can try and get here from home within a few minutes. But it looks a pretty nice little unit, just bought it off Amazon. Right, so I think I'm going to want it around this area, but this is a hexagon and I want it in the center of the hexagon. Get the center spot. All I've got to do is add it to this Wi-Fi system here, so there we go. Device test finish. Off-grid plot combination alarm in tech room is tested.
Not quite sure what Ian's doing, but that sun line's creeping closer to us. That's what we're sitting here waiting for. Hopefully 10 more minutes and that sun will be on us. I can go all the way to the end now. Ian's made little blocks so we can wedge that. So there's my corner. Everything's still a little bit frozen.
Oh dear.
We're nearly halfway.
Yeah.
So,
One mix.
yeah, so one mix has got us halfway. And setting these blocks out like we did as a dry fit has really helped. So
Actually
every
quite-
two...
Yeah, no, it's actually quite good because it's leaving a pattern of the block when I lift it off. So I know exactly where to put the mortar. So I'm not wasting so much mortar. But that was my last bit of that mix. So it's time for a bit of lunch. And we'll get, yeah, we're near enough. Halfway, aren't we?
Yeah, you are. You're halfway. I can see it from up here.
Yeah.
And it looks dead straight, Ian.
Yep.
It should be. Just had to interrupt our second mix because a little lady from the quarry turned up with her huge lorry. I think I could learn some reversing skills off this lady. The second time she's delivered to us.
remnants, huh?
What I found is not to get hung up on each individual block. I've been trying to get every single block level, which they are, but it's best to go across quite a few to make sure, especially with Bloc Bancher, because all these different courses are just going to sit dry on top and then get filled in with the cement, the concrete that we're pouring in. So as long as I can, that's dead flat, but not to get so detailed in every block or you just go crazy. But they're going down quite well. This the mix I'm using is a 4:1 cement with a little bit of accelerant in, like a plasticizer. So it's making it working. It's working a lot smoother. So I'm tapping them down. I've only had to put a wedge in one where the block was a bit dodgy, but yeah, it's going okay. And I'm using my straight edge as the straight. I haven't pulled the pink line across. I'm just using this across 4 meters of block and basically tapping them all in line, and it is looking pretty good. So I'm going to carry on and finish the rest of this, and hopefully tomorrow it'll go off a little bit and we can start on the French drain.
We just have to remove a block. We almost forgot. We need to put a drainage pipe across here, a plastic pipe. So we've just taken that block out. You're doing all this, it is easy to forget the odd thing. But yeah, we remembered just in time.
Need to get the other block in so I know exactly where it's supposed to be.
It's getting tight in there now.
Yeah.
One last block to go on.
Final corner block. Oh my goodness. These are heavy, these corner ones. Oh dear. There we go. Right, I've got to get the straight edge to make sure he's straight. Right. So that's not too bad myself. Last block done. Nice and straight. Yeah, that was tough. And the sun came up just there, and it is going down just there. So a full daylight hours just to do this wall. That'll do. I thought it was the final block up there. I forgot I had this one return block down here. Ooh, that was close. That rebar. Right, I'll tidy him up. We'll tidy the site up, and then we'll come back tomorrow and we'll start on that French drain. So we'll see you tomorrow.
It's been a long day, but it looks like Groundhog Day. We're back to the beginning. Nothing looks any different to when we came first thing this morning.
Except it's glued on now.
Ian just said except it's glued on. So he's just cleaning up all the concrete footing, so nothing lumpy bumpy sticking on there. And the only big difference today, we've acquired 13 tonne of 2040. So we've got that now ready for backfill. Ready for when we've done the French drain, which we're hoping to do tomorrow. And then we've got all our stones, wash stones and our 2040. So we've got
Right.
everything big that we need.
Hop on that, get home and put the tea on.
Oh, Mr. Wright.
Right, we're going to end the video there just because the weather has beaten us. We did as much as we could, but it's just getting too muddy, too cold. So
It's freezing, it's a bit of everything. It's winter, it's what it is. We're going to hunker down for the next couple of days, enjoy Christmas and take this opportunity to wish you all a Merry Christmas, and we'll see you after Christmas next week.
yep, see you then.
Bye.